Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Steve here in Online Revenue Mastery Group. And today we're going to go ahead and start the LinkedIn Dig Deep series that I'm going to be doing within the private Facebook group. Originally, I was going to have it in 3 sessions, but I think I'm going to probably make it 5 sessions because I don't want to compress this too much. I like to kind of really take this strategy apart and kind of go in the reasoning behind why as well as how to do it. Because I think if you understand both how to do it and why to do it, you won't have any issue setting this up. Okay, so the first what we're going to talk about today is positioning and why. So what do I mean by positioning? So first thing we got to think about is with LinkedIn, the first thing we have to understand is that it's a website. So LinkedIn is a website. Now that's self-explanatory. I'm sure you're going to say, well, I know it's a website. But what I mean by that is your profile is your own personal website. Okay. So in order for that to be effective, you got to kind of approach LinkedIn the same way that you would approach constructing your own personal website or personal brand. Okay. And I'm also going to be just kind of tabbing over to make sure nobody has any questions while I'm going through this. Some of you will be watching the replay, which is absolutely fine, but I wanted to go ahead and get this started so we can get into the series, and you guys can always post questions underneath the video and I'll come back and answer them if you're not following me. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to a large branded website. So to give you a quick example, let's do something like Nike.com. Okay, so we go to Nike.com. Okay, as you can see, they always have a campaign here. Can't miss, must have. That's just another part of marketing. If we actually go, let's see here. Let's get something a little bit more. Let's do something like catering. And I'm going to pick something that's pretty big. So we'll say, let's try Grubhub. All right. And I'm doing this for a reason so we can kind of get behind the psychology of this. So if I go to Grubhub, if I didn't know what Grubhub is, it tells me right here, order food delivery that you love. So basically you can order food that you like and get it delivered to you. It's pretty self-explanatory on the front page. You know exactly what the company is about. In terms of targeting, I mean, there's not really any specific target. I mean, everybody eats, right? And they're going to have a variety. So they have a pretty wide net that they're casting. But the point that we want to focus on here is that you know exactly what they provide, the service they provide right here. So in other words, you don't see, you know, Grubhub, even the name, right? Grubhub, but you don't see like Grubhub, you know, established 50 years ago, company owner is CEO is John Smith, and you know the whole about history of Grubhub on this page. All you see is this is Grubhub, order food delivery you'll love. This is what's called a headline for a website. Then you see local favorites, satisfy any craving with delivery from popular neighborhood restaurants. You see delivered to your doorstep. So they're very clear. We provide this service. We provide delivery from your local favorite restaurants. And then very clear that you will get perks and rewards by using their service. Okay. So again, second headline reiterates this: pick up or delivery from restaurants near you. This is exactly what Grubhub does. Okay. So this website is very, very, very clear. Okay. So what we'll do is jump over, and I'm actually not going to use my profile. I'll use a different profile that I think is very good. Okay. That way I'm not biased. So, okay, here's another profile from a guy that really understands how to set up his profile on LinkedIn. Okay. So the first thing we see, he took the time to put a banner on his LinkedIn. So you say, okay, is it just aesthetically pleasing? You know, why did he take the time to put the banner here? Well, again, if this was your own personal website, would you just leave this blank? Would you just leave it to the default banner? Of course not. You want to put some kind of personality to it. It's also a good touch sometimes if you can put a photo collage with maybe some clients that you've helped. That has a really personal touch. So when the person first comes to this website, it looks very professional and looks experienced, right? Another thing that you'll see here, make sure this is off. All right. Another thing that you'll see is that he has a very professional profile picture. So he's looking straight at the camera. Didn't have a tie, but, you know, button up shirt and a jacket. You don't have to have a jacket, but, you know, a nice button up shirt, looking straight at the camera. I mean, he's not cheesing or anything, but I mean, he's smiling. He doesn't look angry. Okay. All of these things seem very minute, but it's very important. How you position yourself, right? It's just like when you walk into a room, how do you dress yourself? How do you approach, you know, people that are going to be interacting with you? Second thing that we see here, and I stress this too, if some of you heard me speak, I talked about this formula. I help. He helps coaches, consultants, agency owners to grow to 7 figures. Okay, using his automated LinkedIn, you know, his package, right? The executive package system, right? So now if I'm a coach, if he's adding agency owners, if he's adding consultants, if he's adding coaches, they can look at this and read this and say, I know exactly what this guy offers, and it looks like he offers it specifically for me. Okay, so I talk about this in one of the modules within the course. I go in pretty good detail on it, but another thing that you want to mention is you want to spend some time to figure out this sentence. So again, that formula is I help, and then this next segment is going to be who you're looking to help, right? And then what you do, what they're going to be able to do with you. This one here is grow to 6-7 figures. Yours could be, you know, achieve financial freedom. Yours could be, you know, establish residual income or passive income. Whatever that is that you help them to do, you want to put that there. And then using whatever your system is. Again, try to come up with a specific system that you use, like using my such and such system, using my, you know, let's see, using John Smith's acceleration system, or using my tax acceleration system, using my, you know, whatever that system is. Try to name your system so that it's unique, package it in a way that's a proprietary method. All right. So next thing here, LinkedIn is going to give you an opportunity to put in a top skill, right? So if I think that let me rephrase that. If I think that I'm good at Facebook marketing, social media, it'll let you select those skills, right? And people can also come up here and vouch for you and vote for you being good at that skill, okay? All right, the next thing here, in the about. So this is going to be very important. Again, I'm not going to go too much into it because you'll see in the LinkedIn module within the course, we talk about this. But what I do want to point out here real quick is that there is a link to the landing page that he's going to use, right? That's going to send a person to, for him, he has a specific training, okay? So it's a training that can always watch, like a webinar, and they can always watch that. If you have a webinar for your particular business type, you definitely want to send people there, right? Because you'll be reaching out to the ideal clients. This is why you want this headline to be clear, because this will help you understand who you need to target. And we're going to go over targeting in a different video, but it's going to make it very clear so that when that target customer comes to this website should also be engineered for the person that you want going to it, okay? So there should be, very select people going to this. Articles and activity, this is great because you can post YouTube videos here, blog content here. You can also publish LinkedIn blog content as well. We'll go over that on a separate session, but this is how you position yourself to be very good. Now, once you have your business here under experience, you can also, again, you can see here, you can post links to testimonials, to interviews. I mean, you can post this underneath, right? As simple as just clicking edit and adding these videos onto your profile. So again, getting content like that. If you do have some previous clients or customers, if you can ask them to record their experience with you, save that, and you can use that to your advantage on LinkedIn. Because when we get into automation, you're going to see how that increases your conversion. You're going to see how that also allows you to get messages on a daily basis from people because of the way that you've positioned this profile. So take the time to go through your LinkedIn profile, get a picture taken, whatever that entails. Get you a good clear picture taken. Doesn't have to be a photographer, but get a good clear picture taken. Get this message, research how you're going to structure your headline. Use the formula here. Okay. Next thing you want to do, I go through copy on the video. All right. But the main thing to remember in the about section is this is not a feature section. This section should be all about your ideal client customer. Are you doing this? Are you doing this, this, and this, and frustrated? Are you doing this, this, and this, and frustrated? I used to do A, B, and C and get frustrated as well until I found a solution. My solution is X, Y, and Z. With X, Y, and Z, you won't have to do A, B, and C. You won't have to do A, B, and C. You won't have to struggle with A, B, and C. All you're going to have to do is plug and play my XYZ system, and I'm going to show you how to leverage it. If you want more information on that, if you want to learn more on this system, just click the link below, and then they can go and watch a webinar. Or then that link's going to take them to where they can have set up a call with you for more information. Okay, so this is going to be very important that it's customer or client facing, this information, and not about you, because people don't want to know about other people, about you like that. Okay, they want to know that you know what you're doing, but that you also understand their situation. Okay, and we're going to go down here and just remember also when you're on your company profile, when you put your experience in, that you get very specific here. Again, that's going to be in the video within the course, but that you try to create content and gather testimonials that you can place here in video content so people can see a real person has worked with you before and gotten real results, guys. So LinkedIn is going to be a very powerful strategy. By the time we get through the series, you'll have a way to really, really utilize this in a powerful way. But this is positioning. So guys, if you have time, go through this again, and fast forward through and make sure you kind of see what I'm saying here. You can go on and look at this example if you want here. Or you can look at mine. I just didn't want to use mine because I didn't want to seem biased. So I wanted to show you another example of someone who's doing it the right way. Okay, so I hope you guys understand what positioning means and why it's important in your LinkedIn page. So you can go in and make those changes. For the last time before I close it out, I'm just going to go over the changes. Make sure you get you a good LinkedIn banner. If you are not good at designing it, you can go on Legit, and I'm going to put a link to that. It's this. Okay. You can go on legit.com, create a free profile. Okay. And then you can type in, you just typed in LinkedIn banner. All right. And I mean, this guy's 20. Usually you can find one cheaper if you search through. It's about $20 to have a professionally designed graphic. Now you just say, why would I spend 10 to $20 on that? Believe me, over time it's going to pay for itself because you're going to convert at a higher rate. Your profile will stand out amongst other people in your industry. So first things first, get that done. Second thing, get a good picture here. That's step number 2. Step number 3, get your headline done. Research who you're targeting. Use this formula, get that headline done. Next thing is going to be make sure you have some type of link to your website or to your sales funnel. If you don't have a sales funnel, just message me. I'll give you some recommendations on what you can use to set up a marketing sales funnel, some different softwares. Okay. Last thing, if you have blog articles, you can post that in your article section. And also, finally, you're going to gather testimonials. Okay. So that's 5 things that you can do here. It'll really help you improve your LinkedIn page. So I hope you guys enjoyed video number 1 on positioning with LinkedIn. This is our Dig Deep series. I look forward to series or session number 2, where we'll get into messaging and we'll get into scripting. Okay. So we'll get into how to get people to add you on LinkedIn correctly without spamming them, and how to get people to add you and actually to look at your profile when they do. Okay. So if you guys enjoyed this, I will see you next time. This is Steve with Online Revenue Mastery. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you soon.